Welcome to the Blockchain Security Monk tutorials. In Lesson 6, we evolved your Forta bot to watch ERC20 tokens, specifically large USDC transfers. While Lesson 5 was focused on native ETH, this lesson teaches how to listen to token transfers events, how to use thresholds to avoid alert spam, and how to simulate alerts locally with controlled test amounts. So let's have a look to the project structure and file rows. The structure is the same as lesson 5. That is the basic structure for a Forta bot. So we have the source folder, in which we're going to find the agent.js file. This is the detection logic for large USDC transfers. Then we have the test folder, in which we find the agent.test.js. This is the place for unit tests to simulate token transfers. Then we have the package.json that manages Forta agent and Ether's dependencies. Followed by forta.config.json, that is what holds network and IPFS config for Forta. And finally, the README that explains the bot usage and deployment. And this is just a template that you can modify and add additional tests as you want. So every Forta bot follows this template, basically. So let's review the bot logic in this case. So let's go back to the source folder, to the agent.js file. So this bot filters ERC20 transfer events with the transaction event.filterLog function and method. This checks if the transfer is greater or equal than 500,000 USDC and emits a finding object with sender, receiver, and amount. Thresholds are crucial to reduce noise and only alert meaningful movements and not saturate with not important alerts. So next step is to start by installing dependencies and run this bot in your local environment. So let's start by installing npm in your command line. This installs everything needed for your bot to run locally. Once that is done, then you run the bot in simulation mode by writing npx forta agent run. The agent starts in local simulation mode, showing that the agent is starting and then confirming that it's running locally. There's still no findings because the simulator does not emit 500,000 USDC transfer by default. In order to trigger your first finding, it happens the same as the previous case with ETH transfers in lesson 5. To see a finding locally, then you have two testing methods. The first option is to lower the threshold temporarily by modifying the value in this minimum value variable, and then you run again the npx forta agent run, and now even a small simulated transfer in this environment triggers a finding object. And once you get the output, this confirms that your bot is generating alerts. Then the second option is to simulate a custom transfer through a unit test. So we can create another test file called simulate.tx.js to simulate a transaction in which you modify the amount for something greater, let's say 600,000 USDC, and then you run it in the terminal using the node package by writing node test/simulate.tx.js. This directly fits a fake USDC transfer of 600,000 to your bot. So you're going to see in your terminal output the finding object, and now you have proven that the bot detects real ERC20 token movements that surpasses the threshold that you set previously. So in summary, by completing lesson 6, you now understand how to detect ERC20 token transfers, how to use thresholds to prevent alert spam, how to simulate findings locally using either a lower threshold or a custom script. And this skill is essential for stablecoin monitoring in real DeFi protocols that you're going to see in the future. So your second Fortabot is alive and now is watching stablecoins like a silent guardian or a blockchain security monk. So until the next meditation, thank you.